Welcome back to the Retro Digital Rolodex. I'm happy to say that, yes, I have more software and I have some announcements to make regarding the 1692 Compaq. So, a few changes have been made here and some more software was picked up. It is the 4th of July today, by the way. So, happy 4th of July or belated 4th of July, depending on when I get this video posted. So, let's get started. Let me tell you a little bit about what's been done to the Compaq since the last videos. So remember how I was saying I wanted to completely reformat this system? Well, I've done so. So this here is, yes, still Windows Me, but it is a completely fresh install. I completely wiped the hard drive, partitions, started new partitions, the whole shebang. Just brand new, clean slate for this thing. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad to say it worked out great. After that was completed, I did go ahead and reinstall all the games you've seen in the past. Two appropriate directories, created as many of my own as I can under program files instead of it just, unless the game absolutely had to create its own, which a lot of these old games do. But it's a lot cleaner and everything works great. The best part about this, the USB port now works. It is fully recognized. It takes flash drives. I have gotten this little pickup from the thrift store. This is a Logitech Extreme 3D Pro joystick that works flawlessly and looks flawless. I mean, the rubber is in perfect condition on the base here. It's funny because I was just at the thrift shop today and saw another one just like it, which is so coincidental because it's the same place I got it at. That was priced higher and was in horribly disgusting condition, and this was just destroyed. So I am very happy to have this. I spent like $1.50 on this. So what a pickup. Everything works great. Has a ton of buttons, throttle, has many access movements. It's just awesome. So really pumped about that find. And it's USB and it works great. So I didn't have to find a serial joystick like I thought I would have to. I've also been able to add a bunch of software on here via the USB port, much easier than having to burn discs and do it that way. I was able to update the sound card. So the sound in here is pretty much flawless with the exception of a few games. This sound card is tough to find. It's called like the ES Solo 1 audio wave. And anyway, a lot of games don't have it listed. It'll work with like Soundwave Pro, but the videos sound terrible usually. However, the games sound great. And the startup sounds great finally. So I'm really excited that all that has come together and has been completed. I've got a new browser on here, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I have an older version of Opera running on this machine, Opera 9.6, I believe. And the reason I did that was because I picked up off of Craigslist a wireless networking card. Now, here's the thing. I was a Belkin wireless networking card that worked great, picked up my internet. However, it was a home networking card, like a LAN card, and it wasn't really getting me online. Now, I don't know if that was because it was a LAN card or because it was an 802.11b card. I think we're running off N here. I don't know. Anyway, excuse my lack of knowledge on that, but it wasn't getting me online the way I'd hoped. So what did I do? I went on Newegg and I bought a brand new Linksys 802.11n card that should be here anytime, and I will have a video installing and testing that, and we'll see how that goes. I kept the Belkin card, of course, because what am I going to do with it otherwise? But it does work. So it at least proved to me that the internet can be found and can be connected to. So hopefully this next card that comes with the CD and everything gets the job done. I'm really excited when that gets here. So that should be very soon. Also, we have some more software, of course. So a new build, a few things I added on here that I didn't show was, other than like the browser and things like that, Oregon Trail I do have on here now. Oregon Trail 4 does work. The sound's still terrible. That's a terrible game, by the way. I don't like it. It's just not the Oregon Trail that you remember or I remember, and it's just bad. We'll just leave it at that. So, good news, I did pick up an original copy of the Mech Oregon Trail. I found that recently. I'll probably throw that on here. I added Viper Racing because I couldn't wait and I had to test it out when I found it. That was one of my favorite games as a kid. If you don't remember Viper Racing, wow, what a treat that was to find. The story behind Viper Racing goes for me that I was 14 years old when I found it in a bargain bin for $20 at a Best Buy or somewhere like it, and begged my dad to get it, and we got it. I had to go to work that night. My first job, I'm not a busboy, excuse me, a dishwasher at a little restaurant a couple miles from my house. And I could not remember how long that shift felt that night because I just wanted to get home and hope my dad installed it and it worked, and so I could play Viper Racing. Remember, no cell phones, no texting at this point. This was probably 2001. Actually, no, it was probably it was 2000. Actually, I remember it well. For other reasons. But yeah, my first job was in 2000. And I got home. I got to play it. It was so awesome. I played the crap out of that game. So it was fun to revisit, especially with the joystick. Just a lot of fun. And I can't wait to play it a little bit more. However, that I think is the only game I have on here that I have not shown you. Everything else is stuff that we've installed in the past. Some stuff did not get put back on yet. Like Yahtzee and a few other games that I'll get around to putting back on here. But all the ones that you've seen for the most part that worked are back. And so is all the software. I'm really excited to get the internet going, so I want to see if like the route planner still connects, if any of these old world atlases I have still connect. I have not yet put on the IBM World Book. I will do that. Funny thing about the IBM World Book, if you saw that video, that came with a third disc that was called Via Voice technology, built-in Via Voice for the World Book. I hooked that up with this microphone to this computer and installed that, and I was able to navigate the IBM World Book, the 99 World Book, via my microphone with voice command. It was awesome. I probably won't put it back on just because it was a lot of work. So I don't see myself revisiting that for any reason, but it was fun to try and see it work. So maybe one day. As of today, we are going to install some more software. A recent pickup as of today, I was able to track down this game. I remember playing the first one a whole lot. I don't think I've played this one though. So that'll be cool. This is a game I've had for a long time. I also do have the expansion, and I will be installing that. And I also have the strategy guide. I have never played this, and that is why I picked it up. I got it at a pawn shop a while back with both discs and the strategy book for like $5. So I've been hanging on to that for a good time for a computer like this, and it's time to finally get that on there. And a copy of GTA I know will work. I'm sorry to have teased you with GTA 3 in the previous video and not installing it. I still haven't tried. I don't think I'm going to. I just think it will fail. This thing just doesn't have that kind of power. So this, though, I know will work, and I'm excited for that. So I really want to get started with Deer Hunter. So we'll start there. Oh, by the way, since I have reset this computer completely, I have had 0 install problems. I have not tried to reinstall Madden or the... Oh, I did, try to reinstall, not Madden, but the John Deere farming game still aired out, so I bailed on that. I don't think I'm going to try Madden. I think that was a disk error, but I just think those games are just a little too advanced for what this thing can handle. None of them seem to go well, but games like this seem to be just fine. I was really excited to find this today. I got this for 35 cents because the case it's in was an extra. It came in a sleeve, but it had the manual and the disc in just a sleeve. And it was marked like 65 cents, but it was half off day because it's 4th of July at the Arc. So yeah, I got this for nothing. I mean, 35 cents. So I couldn't pass it up. And these games are nostalgic. I'd love to get the first one. However, I remember in the first one, you were pretty much stuck in like a deer stand and you just moved 360 and you couldn't really go anywhere. I think they changed that because I remember playing at least I mean, it wasn't me myself. It was either this one or I believe it was a later one, like Deer Hunter 3 or 4, where you could run around in the woods, and I thought that was really cool. And I watched my friend play that at his house on his computer, of course. We'll definitely do a full install. The directory looks good. I'm actually paying attention to my directories now and trying to make my own, and this one looks just fine. And here we go. Now, I believe this game is from... So I want to see if I can find a date on here. This does have a manual, so let's check that out. I see no date on the back. I'm guessing this is 2000, 99, 2000 era. The book is actually really nice. It's black and white, but I mean, it's very well organized. You have pictures for every menu, so you could really get some use out of this if you needed it. You know, what? I don't know if I have. I think I might, looking at these screenshots, I might have played this one. It's hard to say. It looks very much like the first. However, you have this cool GPS finder in this one, which I don't think was in the first. Really simple manual. Haha! There are cheat codes in this book. With using the command feature, you can find all deers on the map. You can go get transported straight to a deer and shoot it. You can get an arrow cam, probably for your arrows. That's pretty cool if you have a bow and arrow. You can have a code that makes you irresistible so the deer just flock to you. Oh my gosh. And then you can get attached to a deer. I don't know. Then it says, remember, cheating is not as fun as the real hunt, because this is real hunting right here. Now, I'm really not a hunter, never have been. I hunted a little bit as a kid. I just wasn't my thing. But I loved hunting games as a kid. So this will be fun. I did not find a date on it, but hopefully the disc, I'm sure we'll have one, so we can look at that hopefully here. The full install should mean I don't need the disc. I really, really enjoy, games that work that way. There we go. Tried Flight Simulator with the joystick. Absolutely amazing. Makes me want to get Flight Simulator 98 really bad now. So that's on my list of things to grab. I have gotten a game that is not a physical copy, but I found it on my abandonware. A game called F-22 Lightning 2. This was a jet flying game where I have not got the opportunity to use it with the joystick yet, but the game works flawlessly on here. And by the way, that is a really cool website. A lot of abandoned software available to download as an ISO. I put it on a USB drive and gave it a whirl on here, and it worked great. It was great to experience that. An older 96, I believe, came out 96 from Novalogic. Fantastic game. Notice there's F-22 Lightning 3. I don't think I ever played that. So that's one I want to try. But I'm also looking out for a physical copy of U.S. Navy Fighters, because that was a very nostalgic game to me. And if I can't find that, I think I can find it on that abandonware site. So that'll be fun to explore. I mean, that is the joy of having a USB port on this computer, is being able to take advantage of stuff like that I would normally have to like bust out a burner for, burn the CD to it, on a computer that has the web, and just what a mess. But this, so cool. It's been so cool. Okay, we do not want the Wildlife Forever demo. We do need DirectX. I think I have a better version of DirectX on here. I attempted to manually install DirectX 8.0 for a different game. that did not work out. It was what was it called? Black Hawk Down, first-person shooter game. Didn't work at all. Just DLL airs like crazy, so I just gave up. Again, it was from 2005. These games from mid 2000s just seem to be out of this thing's league, so I'm kind of gonna bail on those. Need to restart my computer, so let's go ahead and do that. It's hot, so this is iced coffee. I'm hoping you're going to get to hear the startup sound. It actually sounds good now. Watch, I'll start it up this time and it'll sound terrible. If you're not familiar, like every time this thing would start before I reset everything, it was just the crackliest, terrible mess. And it just sounded awful. But after I reset everything, this thing loads up wonderfully. I know this microphone doesn't pick up far noises, but if you heard it, it's perfect. All right, let's see if we can't track down Deer Hunter here. There it is. All right. Looks like it's running a system test. I think it worked just fine. All right.
Here we go again.
Some crackle with the sound. Drives me nuts. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, there we go. That is a weird long delay for a start menu. Let's start a hunt. Guess we have to create a hunter. We'll make it me. All right, a stats screen of zeros because we haven't hunted at all. We'll definitely have to choose our weapon. I think we'll just use this one. Let's see what we have for options. Okay, a couple of shotguns, a bow and arrow, a pistol with a scope. I think we'll stick with the rifle with scope. Gotta choose a location.
Let's see where I'll be hunting today.
The sound sounds good now, so I just don't get those initial load ups. Just not good with the sound card. Let's hunt in Mueller Lake, Michigan. We'll do morning. We gotta choose some accessories. We'll definitely take the binoculars. Definitely need a GPS. Definitely need a grunt call. I don't know. Sure, let's bring a tree stand. Oh, that takes 2 spots up in my pack. And we'll take some deer scent. Don't need to go to the target range. Let's just hunt. All right. I'm thinking I'm going to get to move around in this game, unless it's because I chose the deer stand that I can't. That would be really unfortunate, but it is loading graphics. And it's taking its sweet time, too. We're about just over halfway there. All right. Okay, there's a walk and look feature. Cool, you can move around. I'm noticing right away that a lot of these bushes instantly look like deer, and they are not deer. Doesn't look like you can shoot, though, when you are walking and looking. Excuse me. Now, the version I remember was the walking and looking was you were able to shoot while you walked and looked, and you had a third-person view, which was cool. I kind of want to try the cheat codes. Because why not? See if I can find those again here. All right. Got to press F2. There's our command line. Let's do DH2 shoot. Bring us right next to a deer.
That's no fun.
Oh, cool. And there's a deer right in front of me. And he's running away. Crap. He just took off. Well,
Well, I don't think I'm gonna hit anything with that.
oh, the comments this guy has is hilarious.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna hit anything with that.
And whatever is around, I've just scared off, so we'll call it good there.
Shooting at again?
What was I shooting at again? This guy's comments are so sarcastic. Okay, well, it works good. I'm excited to give that a little bit more attention and see how it goes.
Let's go find us that.
Works well. Can't complain. Let's do a little GTA 2, shall we? Oh, before we do that, let's see what the year was on this game. I know I could probably look this up online, but... Okay, so this was made by WizardWorks. I don't know if they did the first one, too. 1998, so I was a little off, but not by much. Good find. Now this I have loaded on a previous computer, I believe. I'm not sure though. This is 99. And I did not experience this till well after I've played a few of the newer GTAs. And I think there's a poster in here. Oh my gosh. A really bad one. Respect is everything. That's awful. I would never hang that up in my room. But you do have a nice map on the back, which is probably good to have out. So that's cool. I love the picture of like all these just trashy looking thugs everywhere. I mean, it's just awful. This is before they would do like, you know, like the 3D renderings. It's just all like obvious photos that just aren't very good. That'll work. While that loads, let's have a quick peek at the manual here. I don't know why that guy on the posters in this too, he kind of reminds me of Rocco from Boondock Saints. All right. Oh boy. Not a bad instruction book. Pictures, black and white. The text is in red and black. Pretty basic. Not hold on. Oh, this is kind of funny though. So it says slow down. It pays to take a 10-minute break in every hour of play. So put the action on hold. Press the F6 key to freeze the action. And see a reminder of how many points are required to complete the stage. Press the F6 key when the action is frozen. So it wants you to take a break, because it knows you're probably going to get addicted to this game. Back then, I would have. Not taking a break, I would have been addicted to the game. All right, we got to restart here. On the back of the case, we just have a nice rendition of screenshots. All right. Let's check out GTA 2. Okay. Text speed. We'll just leave it alone. We'll leave that alone. Lighting. Lighting can be noon or dusk. Let's do noon. Frame rate limiter. We'll just leave all that alone. Let's give it a try. Well, this is farther than we've ever gotten for any GTA game, I think. I may have spoke too soon. All right. Awesome. Oh, this is a heck of a video. It looks like the idea of this game is to get respect. I don't know. When I did play this, I didn't play this very much. And when I did, I never like played a mission. I just ran around. No, that's not good. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see, player 1. We'll give this a try here. And see what we can do. Respect is everything. I don't think there's a mouse in this game. Oh, I remember this. That's how I jump. Probably can't go over a fence. Oh, I see a gun. Rocket. Oh boy. Well, it works. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it works. Works really well. Little lag, but definitely playable. Oh, I'm getting chased by somebody else. I'm gonna shoot the rocket launcher. I don't know what I just did. Oh, jeez. That's what happens when you push a bunch of buttons. We'll quit. Because we got to get StarCraft on here. There we go. That'll be fun. That'll be fun to play with. Didn't shut that down properly. I'm glad to have that on a computer for once. And here we have a very popular game, StarCraft, the original. I'm a big fan of these kinds of games. So how I missed this one, I'll never know, but I'm excited, and I do love that it says compete free over the internet. I can't wait to see if I can get this thing online. The main purpose will be to see if some of these games can still connect, because I know most of the websites and stuff, even with that Opera browser, will probably look pretty terrible, and I don't plan on like surfing with this thing. I just want to see if I can get any of these servers to run, and actually connect to old servers would be amazing. I highly doubt it, but hey, it'll be fun. Install spawn. I don't know what that is. We'll do StarCraft. Oh boy. The name of the owner, and I need the CD key. Well, I have both. All right. That's perfect. So as you can tell, I mean, installing stuff has been so much easier with this new setup, and I'm happy to see that. I don't think. I mean, if I can get this thing on the internet, I might run Windows updates and just see if it grabs anything. Might be a bad idea. Probably not. I mean, I don't think it'll find anything. I know this isn't supported anymore, so I mean, but you never know. It'll just be fun to. It's gonna be a fun video to make and just, you know, get this old thing on the internet. So, well, I'm pretty hopeful that I'll be 3 for 3 today with my installs. Some of those last videos were 1 for 3. I didn't even try to install, one game I intended to, like GTA 3. So I'll try not to do any more teasers where I'm gonna try to install something and not do it. So I'll just stick to staying away from games I'm pretty certain aren't gonna work, and we don't waste that kind of time, watching a failed install. So I don't know. I think it's fun in the least, at least for me, just to try. I mean, I get more fun, I think, installing software and messing with software than I do actually playing a game sometimes. So, do not want to register, and I want to play. Let's have a look at the manual. There's a nice Blizzard promo on the back that says, look for these exciting titles from Blizzard: Diablo, Warcraft 2 Battle.net Edition, and then StarCraft expansion set Brood War, which I have, the Brood War. This would have blown my mind as a kid. It looks good even today.
What you got for me out there, Joey Ray?
We got tariff for sure. I don't know about the rest. We got a big old buttload of low temperature.
It's pretty dark. I can hardly see it myself.
We didn't pay dirt this time for sure. Explain to me how we're gonna get all this home.
These graphics are pretty good for 98.
I'm detached and moving toward the derelict spacecraft. Damn it, Jim. Video's out again.
Well, quit picking at it.
I ain't picking at it, damn it. I'm out here with a hint of my hands and here and there.
Well, that's not good. Awesome. And finishing off here, I didn't want to interrupt the video, but it says coming in 1999, Diablo 2, which I've played. Pretty fun. I didn't play it for very long. I just kind of wanted to see what it was all about. It was pretty cool. And there's really just install instructions on the inside here, nothing more. But like I said, I do have the StarCraft manual, which, that'll be something. This will be a fun kind of thing to start and play when I have like a good vacation from work and just, have nothing to do. Make this my time killer. So, yeah, it looks fantastic. I can't wait. But I think we'll leave it here. I mean, it's running great. It looks like a lot of fun. I don't want to get started yet because I think this is something I'm going to definitely put some time into and have a lot of fun with. So exciting. I'm glad to say we're 3 for 3 on the installs today. That's awesome. So thanks again for joining me. I love doing this. Let me know what you think of these videos in the comments. Feel free to like or subscribe to my channel. And if not, either way, have a great day.